Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is another Wednesday, and yesterday was the Virgin Mother's Day, the official beginning of the holiday season for 2015, the holiday being Modrenicht, or Matronacht. Modrenicht being the celebration of Matron's Night, and Matron's Day is the day following, December 25th. So this is the official beginning. December 8th is the official beginning of the Modrenicht season. And so we're celebrating by putting up all our holiday decorations, festooning the trees and the houses, and celebrating the very important Matron's Night, Modrenicht, or Matronacht, is a very important holiday to us. Now, the official subject of this video is Trump. He's at it again. It's true, he's at it again. He is officially condemning all Muslims from entering this country. And this in the middle of a humanitarian crisis where there's so many Syrian refugees waiting to get into America, and he wants to stop all Muslims from entering this country. He doesn't want to allow even one Muslim into this country. Well, I'll tell you what I think of that. I think that that's religious discrimination, and all of us who hold religious freedom dear should condemn this action by Donald Trump. We should condemn it and renege it and revile it, and we shouldn't allow Donald Trump to get away with saying whatever the heck he feels like all the time. He can't get away with it this time. He's got to suffer some consequences for saying this about Muslims. It reminds me of that preacher, if you'll recall, that preacher on Memorial Day that was saying that Muslims are going to hell and denigrating Muslims and putting them down and reviling Muslims. And you'll recall how I felt about that he shouldn't have gotten a color guard to come out and give him a gun salute at his sermon, because he was against the principles that this country was founded on. This country was founded on religious freedom, and he can keep his opinions about Muslims to himself. Thank you very much. Well, the same applies to Donald Trump. He says Muslims love him, and he's got Muslim friends that agree with him. He's full of it. He is living in a dream world where he thinks he can say whatever he feels like, and that no one is going to blame him or speak out against him or feel the least bit disenfranchised by him. If you're going to let people into this country at all, you should allow equal time between Christians and Muslims and all the other religions. You should allow equality where you don't discriminate based on religion. Now, you can discriminate based upon anti-American sentiment or religious extremism, but not based upon religion itself. The status of a person's religion should not count toward whether you come into this country or not. In fact, it shouldn't count within this country at all. We shouldn't discriminate based upon religion at all in this country. We do. There's discrimination, but we shouldn't allow it. It should not be. It should not be that way. Because religious discrimination hurts us all. And religious discrimination is rife in our country right now. And we need to stop it. We need to stop religious discrimination from taking over our country. So, Trump discriminating against Muslims, saying we need to somehow get our act together or figure out what's going on. He'd like to figure out what's going on because he doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. He is ill-informed, and he doesn't know what the process is for getting into this country. Are there flaws in the process of becoming a U.S. citizen? Of course, there's flaws in everything. There's flaws in every government enterprise. But what does that mean? That we need to start discriminating in order to figure out what's going on, to wrap our heads around the situation? No, because we know what's going on. We know what the process is for getting into this country. And as far as the shooting attacks in San Bernardino, California, the woman, Malik, got here on a special visa. It was a spouse's visa, I believe. And this spouse's visa that she got in on was designed to expedite the process of allowing a spouse to join their other spouse in this country. Well, obviously that process was too lax, and that's where we need to concentrate our efforts. That's where we need to tighten the screws and make sure that it's harder for a spouse to simply get in on a spousal visa into this country if the person is going to be an extremist, and we don't know if they're an extremist or not. We need to tighten up that process. But as far as discriminating based on religion, no way. It'll never happen in America, whether Trump wants it or not. Even all the Republicans disagree with it, and it's not going to happen. So Trump can go back to his drawing board, because we're not impressed with his statements, and we're not impressed with him, frankly, and the things that he said are idiotic. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a great week and enjoy this holiday season.